Alright, ladies, gents, I figured I'd do an update because I haven't in a while. Pulled the GTO plate off, and actually I'll just start off by showing that. I have been messing around with an idea, and that's kind of about where we're at right now. So it's got its flaws, but it's also on a race car, so I'm not really worried about it. Who knows what Mustang will break traction and run into the car. I'm not spending all my money on it in case, you know. But so I have been doing a fair amount, testing out my manifolds. I think I covered that maybe in the last video. Don't know. Put my O2 sensor in last night. I still don't have these tight yet, but this will probably be the front manifold. That'll be the back manifold. And I started running my fuel design. So I was kind of messing with wiring. It's kind of in the road. Gonna run the feed line up here to the filter right here, and it's gonna run across to the fuel rail, and then I'm going to weld either a nut or just the nipple itself. This is all just random stuff I've laying around. I didn't cut the fit yet, but I'm going to weld a barb nipple on the end of this for this setup for right now until I go to the bigger injectors and whatnot later, and just basically put that in there somewhat so that I can make it a return system, because it's a returnless fuel system as it stands. As soon as it's cooperate there, got my fuel pressure regulator mounted in last night. Gauge, this is the internal cockpit gauge, and then obviously I have to get a nipple. I'm still searching for that to come down and run my return, which is stuffed in here somewhere. Oh, right here. So that's the return line there, and still forgot to get the thermostat gasket, but other than that, that's ready to go pretty much. I think I covered that maybe in the last one, maybe if not. I pulled out the pipe nipples and got a thread tap and tapped those and sealed those off. Also sealed off these too. I believe they're probably for the throttle body, if they're anything like the old design that's used. Still on the fence about a lot of things. I'm actually starting to really consider, just because of this one particular thing, not to mention obviously the benefits of it, maybe going standalone. I was not going to go standalone. I don't want to spend that money. And to be honest with you, I'm very scared if I'll have the money to spend it, but it will allow my pipe to just loop around here, be done with that, and that should sort all that. Whether or not what I use, that's all a lot of consideration. I'm still working on, just started thinking about the past day or two. I also ran my oil filter housing up here, and I have to adjust it because of my pipe lengths and everything. Stainless steel pipe, AN fittings, 1/2 inch or 10, 8, 10, whatever. I don't know. I'm rushing around. I got a lot to do before I go to work, but it's that's, you kind of get the idea there. And goes back here, and I'm probably gonna have to at least remake one of these, because this one right here, the forwardmost one, it runs really close to the timing cover. Let's see if I can get the light over there, but a lot in the road here. This is where the magic happens. It's going to go, you can see where this is real close here, but I'm not really sure. I was test fitting this with the elbows. I'm not sure if I'm running 90 or 45s or what. That's going to be modified, but run these down to the where's the end at here? Let me find you one here. Oh, right here. The AN bung on a plate welded to the oil filter housing on the pump, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but that moves it out of my way. I'm not interfering with or having trouble changing oil on a car that's only job is to race. So I have my throttle body extension tube mocked up. It is not pretty because it's obviously junk pieces, but that way at least I had an idea of where everything would fit. And throttle cable I actually did have in a closed space. It works. I think it's running up underneath here. I forget if I'm mounting it off the bottom of here. It's been a little while since I worked on it, but I'll figure that out as I go. That'll allow the throttle body or the intake pipe to go down through the hole there and feed out through the front bumper hole. So other little things. Oh, sorry as I trip over everything. It's the little things sometimes that we enjoy. My dad gave me these little cables, and now I'm not losing my friggin' cotter pins for my hood pins. So I don't know how they're going to work out yet, especially if I build the lenses. I was going to build some custom ones, but for right now they can just lay there, but no loss there. They're fastened in place, and I'm good to go there. So, but yeah, that's more or less I think where I'm at with everything right now. I haven't decided if I will or will not take out this giant hump here. If it's not my road, I don't need to, but it's kind of ugly. Then again, I haven't decided, when I'm going to try to repaint the car and everything yet. So that's a whole nother thing, and I'd rather race it than worry about painting it. Probably also going to make another engine plate, just because this one I had to hack up so much. It'll probably still manage, but just kind of a matter of preference for me. And if I'm going to spend some time on making some of this look better, I might as well do it in the other places, But I have to remake the this mount, cut it down real close, as you can see where the bolt's at. So I have to redo that. And more or less, though, that's this got to be adjusted for. These are high impedance injectors, and that's the resistor box for the factory setup. However, the big injectors I have are in fact a low impedance, so probably going to leave the, get another pigtail or whatever, so I can plug this back in anytime I need, and for whenever I go put the turbos on and everything. So, but that's about it for now.